Welcome back, ladies and gents. Currently where we are, we just came back here, we talked to the World Serpent, and we're kind of heading towards the mission of the Chisel, right? So with that being said, this is going to be our second part in our exploration of the Lake of the Nine, or Lake of Nine. Essentially what this is we're going to go around and do some side content, side missions, upgrade our character a little bit more, explore upgrading a little bit, and all the stuff that we do outside of normal kind of story mode. So this is essentially just upgrading our character and all that jazz and good stuff. So let us get started. We're going to head back over here because we're going to unlock a new favor that we need to complete. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. I hope you guys have been enjoying the walkthrough.
Oh there. Got another favor to ask you two.
What do you want, Dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal Andvari. Meet me at the Landsuther Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed?
Alright, so there you go. We're going to go ahead and track it up.
Pulled the ring off Andvari's hand at the Veithurgard Mines. Feller was always tampering with souls and dark rituals and matters of the night, see?
Alright, so we'll worry about upgrading all that stuff once we get into
Sound of his hammer flattening metal were in a...
the next area, which will be when we start doing the mission.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
We're going to do a little exploring, huh? So as you can see, this is a huge area and location, and we have new things to unlock.
No earthly key nor physical force can get past the magic of that lock. Don't even look at it.
You'll see that this is just one big area that you can kind of go around, and we'll explore that entire stuff a little bit later. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get out. We're going to do like a complete circle to start off with. There's a lot of little things that we can pick up before we continue with the side mission, the first favor.
Which way to the Chisel?
Boat under the bridge, keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Alright, so you see all this locations here and everything. You can pick up a bunch of stuff now at this point.
Mimir, you were in the middle of a story before. So, how did this advisor of Odin's try to end the long war?
He set about to broker a peace between the gods. Took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
There's something down there.
Here's the first one we can grab here. I'm just going to kind of do like a big circle. These are all permanent kind of increases to different things. This one's particular with vitality. You can see some of this area here we've already explored. See all kinds of new things along this path and route. Got another one here. Now, we went in there as well before, although now it's all brand new. There's whole new areas opened up. Lots of exploring. This is clearly going to be a long video, so grab your popcorn. Now we got increased Runic by 2. And we got another one right here.
Something up there.
That one gives us another vitality.
Wow, there was another shipwreck under the water.
Strength. Always a plus. Now, there might be one or two that I miss along. I'm just trying to get the ones that I see here on the outskirts, kind of the big circle. Oops. There we go. Alright, I believe that's... yeah. That's actually where the mission is, where we're eventually going to go here in a minute.
I still can't believe he ate it.
Alright, defense. Always a plus.
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Fjorgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Fjorgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted beneath his bluster. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I can scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. Oh, he won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counselors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
Alright, so that's the ones that we're going to pick up as of right now. We've kind of just done a big circle there. There's still lots more out here in just the Shores of Nine, or whatever you want to call this little area. So if you go into your map, you'll see that this area is called the Shores of Nine, but you'll see that the entire area is called the Lake of Nine. So Shores of Nine just means anything that are within these little areas here, like these little boat docks that kind of show up around. All these boat docks will be Shores of Nine. That's how you know if you've come close to getting everything in the shores. Lake of Nine is just the overall area, which holds the Isle of Death, the Iron Cove, the shores, the lookout tower, the mines, all that good stuff. So we're going to head over here to this one. And this is where the side mission is going to be located. So remember, the way that I number my Odins and all that kind of stuff and artifacts is always dependent on which way I go. So it's going to be different for you. Just know that it's... think of it more as the total number that you need as opposed to the number in a specific order. Because depending on how you explore, you might find something in a different order than I do. Even by following this walkthrough, maybe you went left instead of, going right like I did, but you still get to the same area. You just did it in a little bit different of an order.
We can YouTube out here.
This is an interesting side mission. Fun one. Going to be facing off against some Dark Elves, as well as a brand new enemy, which you'll also encounter in the Magic Chisel. They are called the Travelers. Very easy enemy to defeat. However, they can just essentially take you out so quickly. So you still need to be careful. All right, so notice where we are right now with the deer. We're going to go ahead and use it. Oh, except it would not let me actually use it right now. Maybe it's because of the location we're in currently. I think maybe if I come out here a little bit, see if it'll let me. The reason I want to use this deer is like I said, they unlock labors for using specific, you know, runes and things like that you got. But so it looks like it counted as me using it, but it didn't actually go off. Okay. We'll switch back to the one we love, which is the wolf. If you listen, you can hear a raven up close. It's going to be right in front of you. Pretty hard to miss. And that's number 22. We have our next Mystic Gateway right here.
Who decided this show?
This one is called the Landsuther Mines. So far, as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mystic Gateways so far. All right, at this point, what you're going to want to do is talk to Brock, and that's where we can continue this.
Talk to this here Rune.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Andvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Veithurgard Mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Andvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Andvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
So like I said, might as well get them all up. Except we're gonna probably not be able to get them all up at this point. So after performing this right here, hold RT to perform a shield stun and inflict a moderate amount of stun damage. You can follow that up with RT afterwards, and it'll give you like an extra slam to kind of back enemies away, which isn't a bad thing. So again, all you need to do is hold RT and then immediately press RT after. So that's a nice one. And we can get this one as well. So while sprinting barehanded, press RT to perform a powerful shoulder ram attack that sends enemies flying.
Oh, almost forgot. Brock, this is our new friend Mimir.
We've met.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
He knows why. I know why. You know why.
Quiet. No more of this.
Know what? Sorry I brought it up. Can't you and Sindri just patch things up? Whatever happened couldn't be all that bad. You're family.
Now don't be lecturing me about family. I ain't the one what forgot what our name stood for. What we made, the weapons we made were legendary across 9 realms for more years than I can count. You just don't throw that away on account of one bad...
One bad what?
One bad nothing. Ain't you got somewhere to be?
All right, let's go.
Andvari isn't happy about us taking the stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Alright, so at this moment here, before I actually forget, why don't I make sure that I go ahead and change out, let's see, the grip. I think it's in armor. There it is. Alright, let's get our wolves back. Alright, finally starting to kind of understand a little bit more of the combat and using more things. Hey, me too, bud. Only took me about 10 hours to get a little bit more familiar with everything. That's where we're going to end up at the very end. We'll come back through here.
Andvari says this dwarf was part of his crew, that he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
So, because we're in this section specifically, I want to make sure that we're doing really, really well against the particular enemies that we're going to be fighting against. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sockets in each and every single one of these, and we're going to put in a fragment. And the reason I'm doing this is because most of the enemies that we're going to face off against during this little particular side mission is going to be Dark Elves. Pretty much from this point out. Dark Elves and Nightmares. So get ready.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Nice. All right, I think that's about it all up here we need to worry about. Let's head down. We're going to move to the right or left, either one. So we've got nightmares coming up. Can take them out very, very quickly with the shock arrows.
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
Make sure you pick up that hack silver right there. It's worth a lot. And he's out of here. I didn't like the way he looked at me. I hope you guys enjoy my commentary throughout this. I've tried to make it somewhat entertaining, but also at the same time be more professional. To try to help you guys with any tips that I've learned throughout my adventure here. Ways that I can maybe help you get through the game. That's the whole purpose of this walkthrough. Yes, of course, it's for everyone to watch and enjoy. But I also want to make sure that you guys get something out of this, because I want you to play it. This is an amazing game, and it deserves to be played.
Boy.
That's our next scroll. Or, actually, treasure, sorry. Kneel before Thor. So please let me know in the comments below if I'm doing that, if I'm making these walkthroughs in a manner that are enjoyable to you all, as well as informative and it makes you actually want to play the game. I think I'm finally, at this point, starting to get a little bit more comfortable with up-close and personal combat, but I don't want to go away from my roots of what I've been building and establishing, which is focusing on ranged combat as well. Because I've gotten, in my opinion, definitely a lot better with ranged than I am with up close and personal. But we have a traveler here to take care of. Our first one.
And a traveler. Guard up.
Guard up, my friends. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Alright, use your shock right away. Alright, so now we just got him to deal with. He's pretty easy to mess with. Just stick with heavy attacks, light attacks, all that good stuff. Do not use your flinging attack where you hold down. Alright, at this point, back away. Do not use this attack against the traveler right here. There's a specific reason. Because it takes too long to wind up, and you cannot break your animation from that point. Which is why we don't use it. When he does this move right here, make sure you hit that. It's that simple. If you don't hit it, then obviously you're gonna get really screwed. So, first one's pretty easy to take out. Not too hard at all.
Better.
So again, my strategies for the Traveler are you can get up close and personal with him. Most of his attacks are very long, so you can always anticipate them. However, he does morph with you. So if you decide to roll too quickly or get out of the way too quickly and he's still in the animation of going up over his head, he will roll with you and kind of magnetize towards you. So do not always wait until the last moment when you're dodging with him.
What do we do with that? A dead soul. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort
We got a new crafting labor, so we just need to craft the Traveler's armor. We can do that by taking the recipe to Brock.
of tough for me to ignore.
Pretty simple to do.
He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
I see no traps.
All right.
Sounded so sure about it.
Shadow of the Elements there. I don't see anything else. Remember, there's no artifacts or anything like that here. Alright, but it looks like we should be good. I don't think I see anything else. Now remember, you can always go into your map. That way you can actually see and just kind of locate it a little bit off, because you can see how it kind of magnetizes there towards you. So, Landsuther Mines, you can see that the only thing left is another Raven and a Favor at this point. Alright, so we got another battle here. Ooh, watch out there. Love those headshots, baby. Makes you feel all nice and powerful. Come on over.
The apple doesn't fall far.
All right. So you can actually knock them off really, really quick if you just switch. I'm not really comfortable switching to bare hands yet, but if you want to switch to bare hands, you can knock them off pretty quick with your shield slam into the water, and they can't fly back up. Doesn't make a lot of sense, honestly, but... There's our next Raven, 23 out of 51. That means we've got everything except for the favor completed. Just for decency's sake. Don't forget to come over here. Get a lot of hack silver. You can see that's 3,000 hack silver that you can miss. Alright, so we have the final section of this. Think of this as a boss fight with that
Says his workshop is up there.
last boss we did with
I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
the Alpine boss with a bunch of others mixed in, so it could take a little time for you to get used to it. But it has the same attacks as that boss.
Una babolo.
Alright, well I messed that one up. So let's just go full beast mode. There we go. Not bad.
That was a long one.
Dark Elf Lord. Not as hard as the actual boss fight, but almost the same moves. This is an epic talisman called Aegir's Protection. Gives you a small defensive zone that prevents Kratos' attacks from being interrupted again, and reduce the amount of damage he takes when upgraded. It restores a small amount of health as well. I don't like that because if you don't know you're taking damage, well, it can really screw you up.
Boy.
Father, please, just listen. Andvari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Boy,
Yes,
We got a
sir.
scroll here, it looks like.
Okay, that's going in the journal.
The Soul Eaters. There you go, the hammer.
this is a fine hammer.
Andvari says thank you. Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
I'm not ready.
All right. Congratulations, you can take a look at the map and see that we have done 100%. Sorry again, it's a little weird here. But all we have to do is complete the favor and we're good. Actually, there should be, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they go away, I guess, after a while, or if you've had to restart a checkpoint or something like that, they might go away, yeah. Because there was some rage here.
You two find that hammer, or you too busy looting every keyhole and cranny?
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Nah, Andvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
All right, so he gives us an epic enchantment.
Kid's a
And
bit of a
Vari's soul?
softy, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it.
Very high activation chance to grant a healthy
We found
burst on
something
any
interesting.
successful
Did you
runic
now?
attack kill.
Well, color me interested.
All right, favor is complete. Now let's do the labor.
See, you boys ran afoul of some travelers. Or them travelers ran afoul of you, more like.
Who are they? What do they want?
Dunno. Oh, you ask a lot of questions.
Labor complete, and we got 397 XP, so that is always good. We're going to go into our menu system here, see if there's anything that we can actually get as far as skills real quick. All right, so we're going to head out of here now and head over back to the kind of main area, the hub area. We have another side mission that we're going to get to now.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. Why don't you tell me how all this began with Baldur?
He just knocked on our door.
Baldur of Asgard just knocked on your door.
Yeah, he just showed up and started a fight. He said he wanted to know something. He said, I know what you are.
Oh, well, we'll circle back to that later. What exactly did he want to know?
I was under the floor by then.
He said I already knew what he wanted. Perhaps he mistook me for another.
Ah, that's quite interesting.
Mimir's Tales lore added. There we go. Mimir on Baldur. Alright, so there's nothing we need to do in here with Brock or anything like that. So we're just using this as a kind of a way to get back out to the main area, main hub area. Alright, so we're going to do another little quick circle here, and then we'll continue on with some more side missions. We're going to go to a new area, unlock a new side mission that's going to take us into a new area, which will then also unlock another area. Lots of new areas here, folks.
What's that down there?
So right now I'm just going around and picking up all this miscellaneous gold and hack silver.
Okay. Obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
We're just trying to make a circle
This is
here,
where the
picking up whatever we
Falcon
can.
should be. Feels strange somehow.
No doubt some arcane magics were involved. I would be not at all surprised to learn you were sensitive to that.
Alright, this is where we're going right here. This is a new boat dock here. Let you know kind of where we're at. We're at Buri's Storeroom. And we're going to have a bunch of enemies here. Really tough ones. Best, in my opinion, is to get them out here, because if you can get them a little bit into the water, they'll automatically die. But you do need to be careful here.
Almost there.
Always try to focus on the big guy first. Essentially get them all kind of inside this little area right here and make them stay there as for long as I can. You're not going to be able to do it forever, but you can do it for quite a long time. There's going to be another guy that comes to your right eventually, and then once you get past here, got to be careful.
Not yet.
Ah, I just missed. Watch out for him, because when you dodge behind you, that is not necessarily a good thing, because he has a very, very long reach that can still get you. All right, good. First one's down. Luckily, the next guy hasn't actually come down yet at this point, which is surprising. I mean, usually he would be already down at this point, so. Alright, we're doing good. Keeping them at bay. Ooh, that was close. Alright, one more. There we go. Alright, so you'll see that we haven't got the thing yet. So the enemy that's upstairs has not came down yet. There's going to be, usually he does come down. He's going to be up on here. So you just need to be careful. He's right there. But we can get him like stuck in this thing right here, this kind of loop here. There we go. Nice. So got actually kind of lucky that he decided not to come down. Normally he does come down, so you're not going to always be able to have kind of it happen that way. So, but again, you know, originally my plan was trying to get them over here, but it's much more tougher to do. So if you can funnel a lot, the three of them like kind of in this little area right here, then that'll be your first kind of good step to do. So next we're going to head over here. You'll notice that there's a raven right there. And there's also going to be a raven over there. So we can go ahead and pick up this raven. I'm pretty sure we can actually hit it from here. The only thing is it's a little tough to hit because your axe is so big that sometimes it's hard to see where you need to aim. There we go. There's 24 out of 51. So we're going to come over here and look up. You can see that there's a chest there we can't grab just yet. Come back over here and we're going to climb. We just need to get this to the point of where we'll be able to take our boat in between this. Because we have to drop the door that we kind of funnel them all through in order to be able to get one of the runes to open up that door that's at the bottom of this area. Should be good enough, I think. All right. All right, we're going to head out. Pick up this since it's right in front of me.
There's something down there.
Now we're literally going to go to the same place we literally just were. However, we want to park our boat over here because we're going to need to take this down. Once that's down, as you can see, it opens up that right there, and now all three of them are ready. All right, so now that all three are ready, we can see where all three are. We got 1, 2, and 3. That one stays lit the shortest, so you need to essentially probably hit that one last. Come down here and grab this chest. And then we got another one over here. And then we can pick up the legendary. Alright, picked up a new heavy runic attack. Let's take a look at it. You can see it's got somewhat decent. It's a good throwing one, as you can see. So that might be one that we use at some point. We'll see 150. It's got the longest of all of these, which obviously is not that good of a thing. I mean, that's 150 almost. So probably not going to use that a lot, even though I am essentially a kind of a distant build or a range build that I have currently. All right, so at that point, we've already got what we needed there, and we are done with this little immediate area. Again, you can always take a look at the map so you can see what you've done in a specific region here. As you can see, there's, from the looks of it, one more legendary chest in Bor's storeroom. You can kind of get a sense of it, but we haven't released the entirety of the area because it's only at the second water drop level. So, of course, keep that in mind as there's still more that the water can drop, which will unlock more of these areas. That's why I've always labeled them like a certain area, part 1, part 2, that kind of thing. All right, so we're going to head over here.
Mimir, there was a shrine about a giant lake with lots of books and visions.
And we'll pick this up later.
That's right. All right, this is called Stone Falls. This is where we're going to pick up our next favor or side mission. All right, so one thing you'll notice is that you've got all of these things here. You need to get them moving. You can see you got one there. Got a little fight here. You know, you might be right.
I almost wish they were harder. Is that weird?
Alright, so here you need to just wait until it shows up. You need to anticipate it as much as you can. You can see it right there. So, kind of have to anticipate a little bit so you can grab it. Alright, so there's that one. Now this is where your favor is going to be. You could also come here during that first section of the Lake of the Nine, but all of this, what we just did right there, would not be there. So... as you can see, it's not, for whatever reason, sometimes it just doesn't... there it goes. That was a little too early, okay. Sometimes it doesn't stick when you think it should. Okay, yeah, sure, just totally miss it. There we go. Alright, so before I actually do, we're not going to do the side mission just yet. We're not going to label it just yet, should I say. We will in a minute, however, but not yet. I'm going to come over here first, and we're going to take this down, because that opens up that and closes that, and then that way we can come back around to the other side. Go ahead and pick up what's in this area here.
Look here.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so... oh, sorry. If you do multiple things at once, sometimes it can be really, really slow when it comes up. Treasure map, the boat captain's key. And we're going to pick up another mystic gateway. This is called Stone Falls. You can hear another raven that's around here. We'll get it in a minute.
I will not rest until you pay for what you've done.
Raven's going to be right here. 25 of 51. So we're going to come over here now. Gonna have a little bit of a fight. So get ready. Alright, so now we just got these guys. They're slightly different than what we've been facing. Alright.
Our enemies are strong.
And let me guess, we are stronger. Alright, let's pick up this. See, sometimes you actually have to throw it in order to be able to get it. Another legendary chest. Alright, this gives you the rare talisman, activate immediately after being hit to recover faster. Also has a passive effect that increases the timing window on parries and greatly increases defense when blocking. So that's a... I mean, I guess you could say that's a not too bad of one. I've really been enjoying the one that I have here. What I'm going to do, though, is we're going to switch back to this one. Start using our dodge a little bit more. Alright, come up here, grab this chest here. This is going to give us a Frost Sigil of Runic, increased resistance to frost attack by 50%. We just finished our artifact set called the Abandoned Ship. There you go, ladies and gents. The next set is complete. And now we can take a look at this side mission here.
Are you too scared to fight me? Cow! Your challenges mean nothing to the gods, Spirit. They do not listen.
Do not mock my pursuit of vengeance. Though my family devoted their lives to worshipping Thor, I've devoted mine to his downfall. And I will start with that statue hung over my father's grave.
Unlikely. You are dead.
Is there something we can do?
For a reward, of course.
If you bring down the statue, you have my blessing to loot my father's grave. He rests on an island to the east.
Why do you hate Thor so much?
After my father passed, my mother built the statue to watch over his grave. Imagine our surprise when the god of thunder himself came to offer condolences. At first we were thrilled. He quickly took advantage of our hospitality. My mother begged him to leave, and Thor, in his drunken rage, killed her. I was left with nothing but grief. Eventually, I lost that as well, and found only rage in its place.
I'm so sorry.
Come, boy. We have a statue to destroy.
Alright, you can see we got some stuff below us. So if you did this mission earlier, like when Chapter 2 was going on, the water level would be right here. So what you need to do now is open the door, which I almost forgot. Can't move on without opening the door. there's this favor here, and we also have another side mission to do
Oh, yeah.
once you get back in this area as well.
Father's grave lies on an island to the east. Do not mistake my mother's statue.
Just some hack silver there, but it's a lot. Now you'll notice that it unlocked this right here. Alright, Deadly Grip of Fury. Successful axe kills grants a Rage Burst. So this is a good one as well. As you can see, we get extra strength, but I also do love this one here to grant Protective Barrier. We're going to go ahead and switch to it and try it up a little bit. Take a little bit of hit in defense, but... Alright, so as far as everything that's around in this area here, you can see that we just need to complete the favor that is here, and again, we won't be able to complete the legendary chest until next time on that one. So at this point, we can go ahead and move on to inside the area.
That spirit.
The one whose mom was killed by Thor? What about him?
Let his story be a reminder. The lives of men mean nothing to the gods.
I know, Father.
You know. But do you listen?
Yes.
Good.
There's still a bunch of these throughout this area, these areas throughout the circle, so... Just trying to keep them to where we don't have to go too far out of our way to get them.
Mimir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah, that would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad.
New Jotnar shrines, Groa. Which is kind of confusing, because usually... I think we're just getting more knowledge. That's what it was. It's not unlocking a new one. It's just adding on to the one we already got about Groa. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, Groa is in Ragnarok. You see her with when you're playing as Atreus.
That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty.
Alright, so make sure you stay far back here.
Reflect longer.
He's like, let's reflect longer. So, if you stay further enough back, you won't activate the lava ancient. Alright, so don't worry about the guy all the way up there. Just focus on the two that are coming to you. Just stay a little bit. There is a guy that comes right there too, so you gotta watch out for him. Of course. Remember, you can knock them down. So don't be afraid to use that method as well. Can't knock them all down. Let's see, that guy's a little bit tougher to knock down. Watch out for him. He does that little move right there. Alright, one guy left. Then we just have the top guy to worry about. Alright. So, let's take out the top guy now. You can see you can't hit us from here. Alright. Now we just got the rock monster, or the ancient, the lava ancient to worry about. So pick up whatever health items you might need depending on how much damage you took. And let's get this started. Essentially, you just going to stand about right here. Just like we do with all the strategies we do, he cannot aim over this thing. Just don't let him come all the way over here. So if you actually switch to a different one of these, you can do this move right here, which focuses all your power. Frost damage there. So you'll see here, don't let him get too close. Alright, just going to do this move here, so you're going to need to get out of the way. That's about the only thing that can really hurt you there. Alright, now do this. Let's see how much damage that does to him. And he's done. Of course, we're going to switch back. That's just something that you can do. You can't switch back until it's fully done, but... So, sometimes you do want to switch between the different ones that you have. Increase resistance to burn damage. Now, the reason that it's giving you all of this is because you're going to be facing a dragon soon. So that's what the burn damage kind of is leading up to. It's helping you to be able to resist that. Alright, I don't think there's anything else left down here. So let's go meet up with Brock. We can grab this first.
Boy, over here.
Sir. Veithurgard. Southern outposts of the Dwarven King. Dwarven King? Have you ever heard of a Dwarven King?
No.
I'd heard rumors of a powerful dwarf
This is a lore marker, ruins of Veithurgard.
ruling over some poor sods not far from here. Not that you asked me.
Hey, Brock. You ever hear of a Dwarf King?
I suppose you're talking about Motsignir? Some bitch ruled over the humans once lived in this area. Built himself a castle just north of here.
A Dwarven castle? What's it like?
You got yourself a pair of eyes and legs, ain't you? Might want to stock up before you head that way, though. Old Motsignir's known for collecting all manner of killerin creatures. Not sure who's looking after 'em now. So what'd you find out there?
All right, so here we go. We're at Brock's shop now. You can see, unlock a few of those things. All right, we got a big mission up ahead. Nothing we want to update here. Axe Pommel. We can upgrade the very low protective barrier, preventing damage. We could we don't have enough to upgrade this one though. That's okay. So the grip of this is going to be a big mission here. So you can see there's a bunch of stuff to buy. All right, so we're just going to go right in here.
Sorry you wasted my time.
Want to make sure that I have everything that I want. We're going to keep the big damage one that we've got here, right here. As you can see, we're going to keep this one for just now, for this section here. Keep that one up as well. Everything should be good to go as we go along here. What I want to do, though, however, is to make sure that we're good. As you can see, increased resistance to frost attacks. I'm trying to look for the one that we picked up. Rage. Reduces the rage cost of using attacks. Resistance, including frost, burn. So that's probably a good one there. Let's do Shards of Element. And we're also going to do... We're not really doing much frost. Well, we do frost because our axe uses a lot of frost, so that does help us. What I'm looking for currently is the burn. The reason I want the burn is because, you know, we have dragons to deal with and a lot of things that can burn us. And then I think, let's get rid of that one there. And we'll do this one. All right, I think that should be it. Should be good to go. Let's get this party started. Probably not a bad idea to upgrade the last second dodge realm shift here.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, since seems like we have plenty, 126,000 hack silver. So let's go ahead and upgrade this duration of the realm shift. So there we go. All right, lots of stuff to pick up, lots of stuff to do here.
Lots of luck.
We're gonna need it for schnitzel. All right, let's go. Oh, how do we miss that? right, there we go. Nice.
How was that?
You are more focused.
All right, I think that's it for now. Let's go ahead and move on.
What happened to these people?
Follow the clues.
Okay. Well, scorch marks. They're all grouped together. So maybe they were hiding from some kind of fire breather. But they died anyways. On your Another one down.
Or you could say another one bites the dust.
What does it say?
Yes, sir. Veithurgard. It means hunting death. Great.
All right, another lore. Bad options.
Boy, over here.
Yes, sir. Curse the Dwarf King. Bane of mankind. Sounds like he wasn't a very good king. I wonder why they hated him so much.
They are dead now.
Another lore marker, an unbreakable chain.
Does it matter?
No, I'm just curious.
Curiosity is dangerous, boy. Stay focused.
So we're chaining these two favors kind of together, meaning that we're not going to go back and turn in the favor that we're about to complete just yet. We're going to complete the dragon mission first, then we'll go back and turn them both in at the same time. That way we don't have to do backtracking.
How do you even begin to build statues this big?
Dwarves are resourceful creatures. Annoying, but resourceful.
I guess they must have been pretty important dwarves.
Because remember, we just need to complete this favor. That's the one that we're currently doing. There's going to be two enemies here.
Here it is. It's
One.
gotta have a weak point. Somewhere.
He can hit you with one hit. Don't let him get too close, honestly. I prefer to keep him at a distance. Right there. If you're fast enough, you can get that in there. Alright, we got one more big guy coming. There he is.
Ready anyway.
All right. Some of these enemies, they can just really kind of catch you off guard. Like I mean, you've really got to limit yourself in what you want to do. You can't rush. You have to take your time, slow down.
There it goes. How was he planning on doing this himself?
There's number 26. You can see it can be a little hard to aim at where you need to aim at, so.
It looks about ready to topple over. Take that, Thor.
Gods do not fall this easily, boy.
I know. I was just joking.
No,
His father's grave. Find anything good?
perhaps.
Alright, Grip of Tanningoist. Legendary Axe Pommel. Low perk activation chance to strike with an explosion of lightning that inflicts shock damage to all nearby enemies. So, obviously we have the Grip of Fury, which is the Rage Burst. This one starts at a level 2. It's a legendary item, which is obviously more than this, more than a rare item. We do get +6 in Runic and in Luck. So you gotta ask yourself, okay, what's it good for? Obviously, it's good for a lot of things, but it's a low chance to activate a strike with an explosion of lightning that inflicts shock damage to all nearby enemies. We'll keep this one just for now, but I could change it in a little bit, depending on how I feel. Alright, so that's all that's going to be in this little tiny area right here. So we can move on.
Father, why did the gods cause so much trouble for us?
Because that is their nature.
But with all that power, you would think at least some of them would try to make life better for people.
And yet, the gods continue to spread misery. This is life, boy.
Alright, with that being said, it is time to continue on with this mission now, which is the first dragon of 3. So here we go. Alright, be on the lookout to your right, because once you see that, that's when you want to know. I hate it when I always mistime that. Oh, just timed that. Perfect. Nice. Alright, let's dwindle the big guy down here. Get our health back up a little bit. Nice try. Alright, back away a little. They're all coming at me now, nice and strong. Whatever you do, try not to, or limit yourself from doing backwards dashes with the big guys, because they can hit you with that very easily. It's a good one right there. Oh, he's so much slower, so I couldn't time it right. Alright, just one guy left. Oh, really had to get it in the end, huh? Had to get in, had to almost die in the end. That's great. Wow.
That was harder than usual.
Did so well all the way till the end there. Okay. So we've got a Mystic Gateway here that we can unlock. It's only going to get tougher from here, and this section is actually pretty tough. Alright, looks like using a Mystic Gateway actually refills your health. So I did not know that. That's the first time I've seen that, so kudos to me for finding that out. Alright, we're going to head this way. Also, make sure you're checking, you know, above and stuff like that. Alright, so now we can let go of that, as you can see. This is going to give us a realm tear for free, essentially. You don't have to do a fight or anything like that, like you normally do for the realm tears. Alright, that's 4 of 18.
What's that up
Alright, so this is going to be our first in the new set. This set is called Horns of Veithurgard. We have a new enemy that just came out. Pretty easy to take out. And of course, if we press the back button, you can see that this entire area, there are a lot of things to discover here. 2 more ravens, a few more lore markers, 6 artifacts total found in this entire area. Get ready for an enemy.
It is a dragon. Is this one chained up too?
Sit down. Here's the second one.
Ooh, good fun.
One thing you'll notice here is a way to get up, so if you do forget anything, you'll unlock that in just a little bit, and you'll be able to get back to this section here pretty quick. Okay, I think that's everything just right here. Again, don't worry if you forgot everything right here, as you have to come back through here before we leave.
Look here.
Sir. Okay, that's going in the journal.
New lore marker, cost of the hunt. Alright, so got a little mini game here. You need to dodge the attacks.
Watch out for the dragon breath.
I am aware of it, boy.
So one of the biggest things that I would tell you about this section 2 is just because it's done and over, he's already fired the dragon breath or whatever, does not mean that it still can't damage you in some way. Keep that in mind.
Teach me that one.
So don't forget to open this one up. Pick up your next raven. And then we're going to head over here. This is where we're going to come out towards the end, like when we're complete with this area. So run up here, be quick, and you can still get hit throughout this entire time. You have to be careful. So just make sure you're paying attention to the ground, essentially. See that right there? Oh, man. Whew. I'm going to go ahead and use my rage. See what I'm saying? You gotta constantly move. There we go.
The Dragon Shrine. Mother had a story about 3 chained dragons in Midgard. The shrine must be related.
There were 3 moons on the pedestal.
We've got to find the other 2 and free them.
It does not concern us.
I know, but if Mother would have...
Guard your emotions, boy. Your enemies will not hesitate to use them against you.
Yes, sir.
Pick up our third. Once we get rid of these guys first. I don't think so. All right. Pick up your next one. This is the third one. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our way up the left side here.
Keep it up.
Thought you said it'd be dangerous to destroy the other ones.
If it was your mother's wish.
Yeah.
You are too eager, boy. It may attack us, and we will be forced to kill it.
Good point.
You see.
Give him what for?
Make sure you grab that one. You're going to need that for later. You don't know exactly what it is just yet, but go ahead and grab it. There's the second one. You'll need 3, of course. Just like with everything in this game, it always comes in 3s. Alright, so we got a bunch of enemies here again.
No longer.
I like how he kind of comes towards you there. It's hilarious. Not today, my friend. All right.
Where did it go now?
Okay. This is where I told you about earlier. Drop that down. Now you're able to go back to this section here. I think that's everything right here. Move along to this area here. There's going to be an enemy inside. It's going to be right to your right. Can't see him. You can see he doesn't even aggro until you get fully close enough.
Need more time.
All right. This will be the third one. Okay, I think we're good. So right on the other side here is where you're actually going to pick this chest up. It's another upgrade. Looks like we got a Horn of Blood Meat, so we've collected now 2 of 3, meaning that we need just 1 more. And you can see where we are, going across there. We got that location there, so. I think we're good here. Let's keep going. We're going to go to the left. Continue along this path here. All right. Yes, we are. Oh, watch out. He does those in succession, so... You can see how much damage that does, which is actually quite a bit of damage. You can see we got a Raven right to our left. You ain't leveling up. Gotcha. This is a treasure. Sigil of the Axe increases damage of all axe throws by 6%. That might be something I want. For sure. Treasure map, the Hunter's Kingdom is complete. Alright. Let's go pick up this new lore marker.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget to leave a like on these videos, everybody. It really helps the channel. I want to bring back the love of walkthroughs and keep them going for as long as I can, so it's going to take everybody on the channel to keep those coming as well, because YouTube is now more centered towards playthroughs, let's plays, and less on walkthroughs. Here's our next Raven. It's 28 out of 51, so we're almost at 30. So I did want to take a look at the new kind of axe. Let's see the grip. Let's see the shock. Let's see if I go into armor. I'm just trying to think of where I want to do it. Maybe in this one, because the one we have is the burn damage, which burn damage is a very good thing, especially coming up. So I'm just trying to think where I want to put it in there. Resistance to frost attacks. You know what? Let's just do it in here. So we did just picked up the Sigil of Axe, increased damage of all axe throws. So I'm going to actually put that on there because I like to throw my axe a lot, which I think everybody has seen. I'm sure there's been a comment, if hopefully people have been commenting that telling me that, my gosh, Strain, you throw your axe a lot. You know, everybody has their own style of playthrough for the games, and my style just, I like to keep everybody at bay as much as possible. All right, so now you know you've got an N, and you've got a regular F, so keep that in mind. It's not the upside down F, it's a regular F. There's your N. That's an upside down F, but it's a regular one because it's fallen, so that means it's a normal F. There's one side. So come back over here for the second, and you can see that it's a arrow up and an R. There you go.
What do they say, boy?
Sure. It means to believe or to have faith in. So they still had faith in their king? Even after he got so many of them killed?
It is a command to have faith despite his failures.
Love the music in this. All right, so what I'm going to do is run over here, and we're going to grab the next in line, which is 4 of 6. Let's see. You can see that there's an area over there where the last one is. Take a look at this so we can just see still 2 more artifacts, 1 more lore marker. We've got the shop, we got the chest done, we got the ravens done, and there's still 1 more undiscovered. So we'll keep moving inside. Looks like we have a shrine here. You can hear right there, so get an early hit on a bunch of enemies right here. Nice. All right. So we'll go ahead and grab... Actually, yeah, we'll grab the shine first.
Look here. Another.
It's Scothy. Mother liked her. A great huntress.
That's right. Queen of the Hunt, they called her.
That's her father. And all the animals she hunted.
He taught her well.
In the last battle. Her father again. Both of them. In the snow.
And they're still there. It's quite a story.
All right, 6 of 11. You'll see that area is blocked. You'll need to go in the back in order to find it because you can't do that either. So what we're going to do is turn around here. Got an enemy. Trying to sneaky up on us there, aren't you? Remember, we got a 6% damage increase on our axe. Don't forget that you can also mark. I don't think so. I swear, this is just some of the best, in my opinion, combat.
Nice to have an easy fight, everyone.
All right, 5 out of 6, only 1 left. Don't you love it when they're right in the way? There we go. All right. He's done.
Ready, father! Look at this place. Yeah. But if a dwarf built it, they must have been impressive back when he ruled.
All right, so we got a few things that you could do here. First off, we're going to head over here. Let's see, do we need any health? Yeah. This is where you complete the final third section of the dragon.
Find out if dragons can be brave or not.
Remember, you got to stay on the lookout. We've already actually destroyed it. It was right here. We'll open this just to unlock it, even though you don't really need to. Looks like we're full on everything we need right now, so that's good. All right, next up, we're going to turn this switch, which is going to open up this area. Honestly, as long as you're constantly throwing an arrow at them, that's why we've recharged our arrows so much. What just happened? Gotta watch out for that there. Sometimes that can actually take you out in one hit. Especially what he's throwing over there. That can literally take you out in just one hit, so you gotta be careful. That should hopefully destroy him. Alright. Alright. Looks like he can't throw it that far, so that's good. Keeps us kind of safe here. Alright. Okay, so this guy, he can take you out in just one hit. You can see he cannot throw as far as you are right now, so if you can do this here, you can take him out pretty easily.
I did
All right.
okay. Yeah?
Adequate.
Let's before we do that, let's go ahead and grab the final artifact.
You want to see what we can trade those for?
And the set is now complete. Horns of Veithurgard.
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir. The Dwarf King made his subjects hunt dragons and other
The Hunt for Death.
monsters for him? Some king, huh?
Alright, so how we doing? In this area, we've done everything except for one undiscovered thing, which is going to be a chest, legendary chest that we get just after we do this next boss fight. Here we go.
Father? I really want to see this. Looks like that lever over there will free him.
He will attack.
I know, but it feels wrong to keep them engaged.
Your emotions again, boy.
You can't hear their thoughts. I can.
Ignore them. Ready yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So, here we go. We got a big fight here with the... He has a couple of different attacks. Some ranged ones, so you do need to be careful. Here we go. I like to start off with this Runic attack first. Does some pretty good damage to him. Just know that when you're this far away, you don't want to actually be this far away. When he's on fire, it becomes really tough. He does 2 areas of effect there when he stomps. You don't want to be in the fire, even if you're... See how much we just wasted there because we were... He had done the wrong move as soon as we went into that. It's all about not getting into the fire, really. You gotta dodge twice there. One, and the second one. Alright, we got another one of these. That's why those really do come in handy. Alright, he'll do that. Should be able to get a hit in here. One, and then dodge a second time. Now, when you're this far away, be very careful. He's going to do a run at you most of the time. He's almost down. There we go. We got him. Nice. Now, I'd say the worst part of that fight right there was when we used our rage. He immediately went into a jump and created an area effect fire. And because we were standing in it, took a lot of our rage down.
But he was grateful to die in battle instead of rotting in a cage.
Your skill is improving. You fought well, Atreus.
Thank you, Father.
So as you can see, we unlocked a Horn of Heimdall, which unleashed a powerful attack that inflicts stun damage and knocks back nearby enemies. Also has a passive effect that reduces the talisman's cooldown on successful blocks and parries. Okay. That one took a little time to really kind of figure out, because if you get too far away from him, he'll do his jump leap, and it's so hard to get outside of the area that he jumps to. So the biggest thing I can say that is to try to keep him within medium distance and let him focus on Atreyu whenever he can. That should be hopefully, you know, your goal. And this is that final thing that you'll get here, which is a legendary chest. Fully explore Veithurgard. There we go. A powerful, now this is something interesting, a powerful axe throw that plows through any enemy in its path. Now, I remember using this one quite a bit because it has some good stun. Notice how it's 60 seconds. This is like the lowest, one of the lowest of all the ones. Now, you know what we've been using currently, which is just for this specific one. That's a really, really good one. However, you have to keep moving it back and forth because enemies can... You're vulnerable to attack with that one. That's why I don't really like to use that one that much. But this one, because I love to do and keep enemies at bay, could be something that I end up using. It's already at a good level 3 damage, so we're going to switch to that one. I like to try different things. I don't want to make it boring for you guys and do the same thing over and over again. You know, that's no fun sometimes. As far as this one goes, we get +4 in defense, but we lose a lot of vitality, so I'm going to say no for right now. And we got 17 skill points. Let's take a look. We can upgrade this fully, it looks like, which is our shield combat. So... there we go. So now we've got all a shield, we've got all of our axe that we have so far, and all of our magic. So I think we've done pretty good when it comes to that. And we fully explored this area. Which means there's essentially nothing left but to free the dragon. And that'll be the final little side thing that we're going to do right here.
Ah, fresh air feels good. Sir. Please don't eat us.
Boy, prepare yourself.
Huh. You're welcome.
The Brilliant Mark of the Dragon, rare enchantment. Sprinting for 3 seconds, grant unstoppable aura, preventing interruption by enemy attacks. Pretty useless in my opinion. And we picked up a dragon tear and some XP. Alright, since we've already 100% completed this area, there's no reason to stay.
People who lived here.
Follow the clues, boy.
Right. Follow the clues. Okay, so there was an evil dwarf king, and he made all these people hunt monsters. The people put them in cages, and then I don't know.
We are missing a clue.
Back inside the castle?
No. There is nothing more for us inside. But stay alert for chained dragons, boy. Perhaps you'll uncover more about this Dwarf King.
All right, so for the sake of time, I put us back where we need to be, which is exactly where we need to turn in this mission. So,
You there? Have you destroyed the statue?
The statue stands no longer, Spirit.
Then my bond to this realm is severed, and I am off to find the real God of Thunder. He will know retribution. My deepest gratitude.
favor complete, hammer fall.
Off he goes. Brave guy, going to look for Thor on his own.
He is a fool.
Where did the spirit leave us?
An offering to one of the gods.
Can we use it?
No, but perhaps the dwarves can.
All right, new crafting labor. So as soon as we talk to one of the drawers, bring Tyr's offering to Brock or Sindri. Remember, we don't have the ability to go anywhere we want just yet, only back to Brock's.
Are they really the sons of Thor?
Aye, Magni and Modi. Two bigger twits you won't likely find in the halls of Asgard. They'll do anything their uncle puts them up to.
They are fools.
Well, dangerous fools, to be sure. When they work together, they're formidable. But too often it's a petty competition. Terribly strong, even as children. I remember the time Hrungnir the Brawler fell upon Thor.
Another time, Ed.
Another Mimir tale on Magni and Modi.
Hey, Brock. Could you take a look at this?
What you got for old Brock? Tyr would have been pleased as peaches knowing these offerings were being turned to armor.
Did you know him? What was he like?
Never you mind, boy. Tyr's dead. Best not to dig up the past.
The dwarf speaks wisely, for once.
All right, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, we're going to continue on with more side content here, as there's a lot to do. So I wanted to split it up a little bit, as there's so much to do here that it can get a little overdawning and have it in one video. So the next video will be part 3 of our Lake of Nine exploration, and we're going to go grab some more things after that, then we'll continue on with the story. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out. Bitches. Meow.